You're standing under the harsh fluorescent lights of the immigration hall. Your flight just landed. Your phone's on 3% battery. And now there's that look. The immigration officer waves you forward, his eyes barely blinking. What happens next can decide whether you walk out of the airport or get pulled into a back room for a few more questions. Every traveler dreads this moment, and yet very few know that immigration questions aren't random at all. They're part of a system designed to read you before you even speak. In this video, you'll learn the 10 most common immigration questions officers use to quietly test your story, and more importantly, how to answer them confidently without raising a single red flag. Whether you're flying to the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, or Australia, the same hidden logic applies. Say too much and you might sound suspicious. Say too little and they'll start digging. But once you understand why each question exists, you'll see the pattern and walk through immigration like you already know the script. Let's start with the first one, the question that sets the tone for everything that follows. Question 1, may I see your passport? It sounds routine, right? But this simple line, may I see your passport, is more than just a formality. It's the opening test. The officer isn't just checking a document. They're reading you, how you move, how you hand it over, how long your eyes hold contact before darting away. Picture it, you fumble through your bag, papers falling, your voice cracks as you say, yeah, just a second. In that instant, your stress becomes their suspicion. The truth. Immigration officers are trained to spot micro-hesitations, those half-seconds of panic that suggest uncertainty. It's less about your passport and more about your composure, so here's the move. Keep your passport within easy reach, not buried in your backpack, not stuffed in a jacket pocket. When asked, offer it calmly, confidently, say, here it is. Or simply, of course. No extra words, no jokes. Your passport isn't just paper, it's proof you belong in that line. And every second you appear calm tells the officer, this traveler knows what they're doing. Remember, airports run on perception. The faster you look like someone who belongs, the faster those glass doors open for you. Question 2, how long do you intend to stay? This one seems harmless until it isn't. An officer doesn't just want your schedule. They're silently measuring how believable you sound when you talk about it. Say too much and you start sounding rehearsed. Say too little and you sound uncertain. Imagine this. You're at the counter and they ask, how long will you stay? Your mind races. 2 weeks? 10 days? Should I mention the wedding? You start rambling. Well, I'm here for maybe 2 weeks unless my friend invites me to. And, boom, you've just invited more questions. Here's what experienced travelers do instead. Keep it short, clear, unshakable. I'll be here for 10 days or just 1 week for vacation. That's it. No nervous laughter. No unnecessary context. Why does this question matter so much? Because every country tracks visitors who overstay. It's not personal, it's pattern detection. If your answer sounds uncertain, you might fit the profile of someone who doesn't plan to leave. So next time, remember this. Confidence beats detail. A calm, precise reply shows you respect their time and your own. And yes, they'll notice. Question 3, what's the purpose of your visit? This one can flip from simple to suspicious faster than you think. When an officer asks, what's the purpose of your visit? They're not just curious, they're matching your answer against the invisible profile tied to your passport and visa type. Tourism, business, education, those are the 3 safe categories, but wander outside them without clarity, and the tone changes instantly. Picture this, you say, I'm just visiting friends. They lean forward. Where do your friends live? How did you meet them? Suddenly, you're trapped in a conversation that feels like a mini interrogation. So, here's the rule. Be precise, but contained. If you're a tourist, say so. I'm here for vacation. If it's business, say, I'm attending a conference. If you're studying, say, I'm enrolled in an English program for 1 month. No fluff, no life stories. Immigration lines aren't TED Talks. The twist most travelers don't realize, these officers often already know your purpose before you open your mouth. From flight patterns, visa type, even hotel reservations linked to your ticket. They're just testing if your words align with your data. Answer clearly, and they'll move on. Hesitate, and you might meet the little side door labeled secondary inspection. Question 4. What do you do for work? Now the officer leans back slightly, watching how you respond. What do you do for a living? It sounds casual, but it's honestly one of the most quietly revealing questions they ask, because your job tells a story. Stability, reason to return home, financial ability to travel. It's not judgment, it's profiling by logic. Here's what they're really thinking. If you're employed, it signals roots, a reason to go back. If you're a student, you're learning, not escaping. If you're unemployed, they'll want to know how you're funding the trip. So how should you answer with clarity and calm? I'm a teacher, I work in marketing, I'm a student, say it plainly, confidently, and just stop there. Avoid over-explaining like, I just left my job but I plan to start another soon. That opens a door they didn't ask you to open. Here's a pro tip. If you're between jobs or retired, reframe it with structure. I recently finished a job in accounting and I'm taking a short vacation before my next role. That tells them you're in control, not drifting. The truth is, immigration officers don't care about your career path. They care whether your trip makes sense. Keep your tone professional, your body language steady, because at this point, they're deciding whether to trust your story or test it. Question 5. Are you traveling alone? The officer tilts their head, voice calm but sharp. Are you traveling alone? Simple question, but make no mistake. This isn't small talk. It's a test of consistency. You see, immigration officers aren't just checking your story. They're cross-matching it with the digital trail behind you, your flight booking, seat assignment, even who checked in next to you. They already know whether someone shares your itinerary. They just want to see if you tell the same story. So, what's the right move? If you're solo, say it clean and confident. Yes, I'm traveling alone. Then stop talking. If you're not, keep it short and factual. I'm traveling with my sister or I'm with a friend. No names, no backstories, no chatter about where you met. Every extra word is an invitation for another question. Here's the secret. The more you explain, the less they believe you. Nervous travelers ramble. Seasoned ones don't. Imagine you're a calm wave, steady, unbothered. Because the truth is, the more natural you sound, the faster they'll move you through. And remember, airports aren't judging you for traveling solo. They're judging how sure you seem about your own story. Confidence is your boarding pass here. Question 6. Do you have any family here? This is where the tone often shifts. The officer leans in just slightly, eyes narrowing, not with suspicion but curiosity. Do you have any family here? Now, this question sounds innocent, almost friendly, but underneath it's one of the most strategic ones they ask. They're measuring your ties to the country, how likely you are to stay longer than your visa allows. If your answer is, no, I don't, keep it clean, polite, and neutral. No need to add nervous explanations like, no, I don't know anyone here. Just say, no, I don't, and stop there. But if you do have family in that country, expect follow-ups. They'll want to know who, where, and how close. The key here, be truthful, but stay surface level. Yes, my cousin lives here. Or my sister works in the city. That's it. You don't owe them your entire family tree. Here's the twist. The officer isn't really judging your answer. They're judging your reaction. If your tone changes, your eyes flicker, or your body stiffens, they sense hesitation, and that's when the questions multiply. So, don't overthink it. Don't over-explain. Whether your answer is yes or no, say it with calm, grounded confidence. Because in immigration interviews, the secret isn't just what you say, it's how steady you are while saying it. Question 7. Have you ever been here before? Is a quiet background check. They already know your travel record and are testing if your memory matches the system. Answer plainly, no, it's my first time, or give a clear time frame like, yes, I visited last summer. Don't elaborate. Your composure is key. Hesitation can trigger deeper screening. Question 8. Do you have anything to declare? Is where honesty is non-negotiable. They are testing your understanding of the rules. Declare any restricted items up front. Hesitation here can lead to searches, fines, or confiscations. Confidence cannot cover dishonesty, but calm honesty will clear you fastest. Question 9. Where will you be staying? Is a precision test for certainty. Have your details ready. State the hotel name or city where you'll be with family. Your answer is cross-checked against your visa or arrival card data. A smooth reply signals control and planning. Question 10. Can I see your return ticket or onward travel? Is the final proof you plan to leave. Have your ticket ready to show immediately. Whether it's a return or onward flight, presenting it confidently shows structure and trustworthy intentions. Organized documents reflect certainty. The secret, which few travelers ever realize, is that immigration is far less about the specific answers you give and much more about the calm confidence you project. While your words provide the necessary facts, the officer is fundamentally reading your energy and composure. They are trained to detect the subtle signals of uncertainty, a flicker in the eyes, a pause that stretches a moment too long, a voice that wavers. Your demeanor tells a story before you even speak. Therefore, the ultimate key is to know your story in advance and deliver it with brief, steady assurance. Answer questions directly, without unnecessary elaboration or nervous chatter. Move and speak with the quiet certainty of someone who belongs, someone with nothing to hide, and every intention of following the rules. This projected confidence acts as your most powerful asset, a silent passport that validates your entire journey. In the end, your unshakable poise is your ultimate clearance through the gate.